Rymir Carter says if the courts won't listen, the internet will. He's now set to drop what he calls the family albums. Old photos and timelines he claims prove Jay-Z is his father. This paternity fight has dragged on for decades, and instead of waiting for another dismissal, Rymir is going straight to the public. This isn't new. He's been saying it since childhood. His late mother, Wanda, even left written statements saying she was just 16 when they met, and that the situation wasn't a love story, but one where he had the power. For Rymir, it's not just about DNA, but about being silenced and ignored. Jay-Z has always denied it. His lawyers call it false. His reps say people should be ashamed. But every year, Rymir finds a way to bring it back. Petitions, interviews, and now leaked albums. Instead of waiting for DNA, he's building his case online. And in the era of TikTok detectives and Twitter comparisons, that might hit harder than a trial. So here we are, a son demanding answers, a mother who left her truth behind, and a billionaire who won't acknowledge it. The question, will this be another messy chapter or the crack in the Carter legacy fans have been waiting for? I stand on my allegations regarding this matter. Mr. Departed defense attorney in 2012 in New Jersey didn't want me to sit next to her in the courtroom and stated, I quote, "I don't want her sitting next to me. I don't want her sitting next to me. I would not represent someone like her." Now, when it comes to public image, this story couldn't be more divided. On one side is Rymir, who's been telling his truth for years, saying he doesn't want money or fame, just closure. In interviews, he breaks down, repeating the same line, "I just want to know who my father is." He paints himself as the underdog, the son who grew up fighting a system too big to beat. On the other side, silence. Jay-Z has never acknowledged him, not once. His legal team calls it baseless and false, and then the story fades away. No sit-downs, no rebuttals, just silence. But that silence has now become part of the narrative. Online, people ask, if it's not true, why not just take the test? The longer he stays quiet, the more suspicion grows. And then there's Beyoncé. She's never touched this topic, not in interviews, lyrics, or even hints. Her brand is built on perfection, family, legacy, empire. Fans believe that's exactly why the story never sees the light of day. Meanwhile, Rymir keeps pushing. He's filed petitions, gone live in tears, and now with these family albums, he's turning straight to the internet. He's saying, look at the resemblance. Look at the timeline. My mother already told her side. At this point, it's less about court and more about public opinion. Rymir is playing David, while Jay and Beyoncé stay silent as Goliath. But in today's world, silence doesn't kill the story. It makes it louder. And every time the Carters post their perfect family, the comments fill up with the same question. What about Rymir? Closed doors. That's only one case that we withdrew for right now. But it's a lot going on. You know how this industry works. These judges, these lawyers, these high celebrity people, they try to use all different types of tactics and call it what you want. Bully tactics and different types of stuff to, slow it down and just change the narrative. See, the thing about Rymir's story is it doesn't exist in isolation. Once you lay out the timeline, the receipts and the claims, it paints a much bigger picture. It starts with Wanda, Rymir's mother. She always said she met Jay-Z when she was just 16, and before she passed, she even left sworn papers saying he was Rymir's father. But every time the case moved toward court, something went wrong. Dismissals, delays, legal hurdles. Rymir's frustration is simple. The system failed me. And this isn't the first time Jay has faced paternity talk. Over the years, multiple names have surfaced, each time met with strong denials and no test. The pattern, people say, is always the same. Deny, dismiss, move on. That's why the internet is giving Rymir's claims more weight than the courts ever did. Now with these so-called family albums, Rymir is shifting the fight from judges to social media. Side-by-side photos, timelines, and his late mother's words are now his evidence. Fans are comparing faces, matching dates, and debating whether the resemblance is too close to ignore. Some call it clout chasing. Others see it as David versus Goliath. Silence used to shut stories down, but not anymore. Every time Jay and Beyoncé post their picture-perfect family, the comments flood in with, "What about Rymir?" And while Beyoncé has never addressed it and likely never will, fans speculate her brand of perfection is part of why this story stays buried. For Rymir, though, This may be his biggest moment yet. Without a DNA test, the battle stays symbolic, but symbolism can be powerful, because legacy isn't just what you build, it's what people believe. And right now, a growing number believe Jay-Z avoided responsibility, leaving a son in the shadows. In the end, Jay may dominate the courts with lawyers, but in the court of public opinion, the jury is loud, messy, and already leaning their verdict.